Good evening, each and everyone. Welcome to our group discussion. So let's not waste time. So let's answer number one. How does Gardner theory of multiple intelligences challenge traditional views of intelligence and education?
Well, let me answer that question, Miss Glyza. So, the traditional view of intelligence was that there was only one kind of intelligence, which focuses more on the cognitive aspect. Hence, example is IQs. Gardner's theory challenges this notion, letting education realize that and be open that there are many kinds of intelligence na ditay gikatawag nga emotional quotient and child could have and should be developed on, thus making the educational system or curriculum be open for diverse teaching methods like providing visual aids for spatial learners. Thus, I believe this theory resulted to the education we have right now, outcomes based education.
Wow, that's a very wonderful idea. So next question is that how might individuals have a different profile of multiple intelligences based on genetics and experience?
For a child who grow up with parents who loves to sing and play instruments, the child may be musically intelligent. For a child who always watches their parents paint, they could be spatial learners. For example, Mia is a daughter of two pianists. She could hear the notes well, but when she is faced with letters and had to silently read books, she is often considered as a slow learner, but when she listens the narration of the story from her teacher, she understands the story well. While Max is the son of an architect, so he grew up doing visual arts, copying his parents, thus having a high spatial intelligence. Okay, so I would take over the questioning part. So, can you think of any examples of people who excel in multiple intelligence and how might this contribute to their success in life?
So I want to answer to that question. So Helen Keller, American author, educator, and humanitarian. Helen Keller was a woman of phenomenal strength and indestructible spirit. Despite being blind and deaf, she never felt enfeebled by her disability and went on to become world's one of the most influential speakers and authors who enlivened and inspired millions through her work across the globe. Best remembered as an activist for disabled peoples, Keeler also spoke out from women's suffrage, birth control, and pacifism. She was also a radical socialist who focused her efforts on working people's issues and became a member of the International Workers of the World. Thank you.
So, do you agree, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So, another question: what are some practical ways to incorporate teaching methods that support linguistic intelligence in the classroom?
So, the first one is use creative writing activities such as poetry or script writing. The second one is set up debates. And the last one is allow for formal speaking opportunities.
Great. I do agree with you, Miss. Now, for the next question, how might teaching for logical mathematical intelligence be beneficial for students in their future careers?
So logical, mathematical intelligence have been integrated in teaching for many years. It has been used to interpret human difference and to design educational models. Having the necessary ability to apply natural knowledge to unlearn a situation or the ability to apply learned knowledge to do something successful. That's all.
Yes, I agree, sir. What are some challenges that students with spatial intelligence might face in traditional classroom settings, and how can these challenges be addressed?
Challenges that students with spatial intelligence might experience difficulties with sense of direction, estimation of size, shape, distance, time, problem interpreting graphs, chart, and map. These challenges can be addressed by integrating more activity that special intelligent students are good with. It helps them learn faster than in traditional settings.
Thank you. So, how can teachers incorporate physical movement into their lessons to support students with bodily kinesthetic intelligence?
All right, thank you for that, ma'am or miss. I'll be the one who will answer that. Okay, so in order to help or to integrate movement in a lesson, teacher can use different approaches. One of that is a gamified approach in which teachers can help develop learners through active participation in games. And for example, students can play in the classroom through the use of different materials that they can play with. Moreover, these can also be integrated in the lesson if ever the teacher will um, integrate dancing in the class or let students perform a dance or exercise. And any kind of thing or any kind of activities that will help the students move kinesthetically.
Yes, in what ways might musical intelligence be useful in careers outside of the music industry?
Hmm. That's really quite a hard question, but when it comes to music intelligence, most of the time, or the people that I know that who are musically inclined, if it's outside the music industry, they use it as a passion, you know. They are not just only getting and supporting different artists, but they are also branding their own name through.
Okay, great. Now, what are some potential benefits of incorporating multiple intelligences in teaching, and how might this impact student learning outcomes?
So some of the potential benefits of incorporating multiple intelligences in teaching are that it promotes students' motivation to learn as they are given ways to learn and perform at their specific abilities.
Now, how might Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence be used to promote a more inclusive and diverse education system?
Well, for me, it could be by giving activities to the students or in different abilities can be used. Through that, no discrimination of intelligence will happen. Example of promoting a more inclusive and diverse education system is using differentiated instruction. That's all, ma'am.
Yes, agreeable. So, this is the end of our discussion. I hope you had a great time. Thank you.